I did my short story project on A Sound of Thunder by Ray Bradbury, and it's a very engaging cautionary tale about time travel and also hunting experience in the past. And now we have our main characters, Eccles, which is the main character, and he's a hunter who wants to hunt, wants to step up his game, ha ha ha, and go into the past and hunt the biggest game of all, the T-Rex. And we also have the two characters, the time-traveling safari guides, named Travis and L'Esperance. Then we have the two minor characters, which are hunters, and then we also have one clerk at the desk who gives some information. Now, in the beginning of the story, a lot happens. So first of all, Eccles walks through the door of the Time Safari's office, and he gives them a large sum to embark on this dangerous time-traveling trip to the past to hunt the biggest game of all, as I said before, the T-Rex. And now they also have a discussion about the recent election in 2055, which was very important to the history, they said, because if Deutscher had won, then they would have had a very bad dictator and would have been in a really bad situation, and they would have people running from the results, going to 1492, they said, and so Keith did win. Now, in the second part of the story, after they embark on the journey and get a lot of warnings from the time-traveling safari guide, they eventually get off. And now they say, stay on the path, which is an anti-gravity metal path that floats above the ground, so it doesn't touch so much as one blade of grass, so it doesn't change history. They also have environmental suits, which don't introduce any bacteria into the air around them. They also say don't shoot any animals that haven't been marked with red paint, which were tracked so that they could be shot right before they die. Now, once they do finally encounter their T-Rex, they discover that it was a lot larger and scarier than they thought. So Eccles freezes up and gets scared, and he accidentally runs off the path. Exactly what they didn't tell him to do. So they do all make it back alive, and they do end up killing their T-Rex, but Travis doesn't want Eccles to make it back alive. He wants to strand him there. He wants to kill him because of his complete disregard for the rules and his earlier explanation of how the smallest thing could completely change the future. Now, when they do get back into the time machine and they start going back, L'Esperance thinks it's not such a big deal and is opposed to any kind of killing and actually saves Eccles. Now, they do get back to the office, and the whole time they've been waiting to see if anything has changed, to see who is right, and to see what fate would happen to Eccles. Eccles, I swear if I find one thing that's changed, you're going to pay for it. And I don't just mean pay for it. I think we're clear. I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing, I swear. No, it can't be. Not a little thing like that. No. Not a butterfly. Who won the presidential election?
Well, Deutscher, of course. You all know. Now we have an Iron Man in charge instead of that weakling Keith.
It has to be done. I hope you liked that unsatisfactory ending in that little short right there. And now I'm going to explain how I like the book. I would definitely recommend it to anybody overall, and I thought it was very well written. I was kind of lucky to have a lot more action-filled short story than a lot of other people. And though it was a little bit hard to understand at certain parts and I had to read them over a little bit, it was very well written, and I would recommend it. Now, this short story is very similar to Colton's short story, The Veldt, and Lynn's short story, The Small Assassin, because in both, including mine, we have very suspenseful build-up into a murder or death scene. Bye! I hope you enjoyed this kind of funny-ish, boring film, and now it's Colton's turn.